Aboriginal, I'm LostPhoenixWolf, and welcome to my channel. Today's now March 11th. It is a nice new day, well, somewhat a nice new day. From what I see out here, it's going to be raining today. It probably rained a little bit last night, unless it's just a dew. It's a little cooler today, that's why I got a jacket on. And it's supposed to be raining. There's clouds all around the area. There's not a big blanket of clouds. And I have me a drink today, so some kind of like raspberry lemonade kind of drink. That is good. Oh, it's got like it had like a powder thing in its cap. And when you when you twist this thing, it opens up the thing that goes into the water and you mix it. There's just a normal raspberry to it, but my dad had the lemonade mix too. So what I did with that, I put like 3 scoops, well, not scoops, 3 tablespoons of lemonade, and then this raspberry stuff that falls in there. Give it a great taste. So, I mean, I should be buying this more back home, but I bought it more for my dad's because, you know, he drinks it. Well, not so much he drinks it. Sometimes he puts it in his tea. But some people, when they come for a visit, they like to check it out. I had to check my camera to see if it's still recording, guys. So give me 1 minute here. Oh, it is too. Okay. All right. So, it's not really that early right now. It's 12:33. I woke up around 10 o'clock. Well, about 10:30. Didn't really get all the sleep I need because I was up until like 3 or 4 in the morning with my one sister that came from the same city I was from, or I came from, I mean. And for this morning, I decided to make these things I brought back from home. They were given to me from my neighbor friends, and they look like small, like they're not really as small, but they're like this big of burgers, and you know, didn't really shrivel that much, and you know, they're thin. So I'm thinking of either burgers or sausages, and I thought they were burgers. After cooking them up, they were sausages. So the sausage patties. So I cooked up about 6 of those, and about yeah, 8 eggs. No, did I do 8 eggs? No, I did 6 eggs. Because my sisters, you know, they probably don't really care for eggs and the sausage patty. So I cooked up anyway, though. I had 2. My dad had 2. So you know, there's 6 of those patties, and I had 1 egg. My dad had 2 eggs. So you know, there's a few more eggs there that are you know, it's cooked up for them. I had the 1 egg. The 1 egg and then 1 patty, and I had some potatoes, like fries, the spuds, anyway, fried up spuds. They were boiled up I guess a couple nights before, as my dad was telling me. So I was having some of that for a little bit of breakfast. I had some of that for breakfast yesterday. Breakfast yesterday? No. No, it's today, only today. What did I have for the other day? I don't even know. I don't even know what I had even for lunch the other day. Or even breakfast. I know I didn't really eat much anyway because I was anxious to get to the reserve and visit my dad. Let's see now. Kind of lost my train of thought here. Trying to remember what's happened other days. So anyway, I made some eggs and sausage patties. I guess that's what they call it. I made those, and you know, my dad had toast, sausage patty and egg, and then he had another toast, sausage patty and egg after that. He said they were good. I wouldn't say that's really that healthy because it's a sausage patty, but it's a, you know, it's a little bit of a change for my dad too. You know, nobody really, you know, cooks for him that much. I mean, he cooks sometimes for himself, but sometimes his sister cooks for her too, for herself. And sometimes they cook together and blah blah. Anyway, I was gonna say now. So I made that for a breakfast, and That was around, I think, yeah, around 10 o'clock. I made that breakfast. Had started around 10:30. Watched a little bit of TV with my dad. You know, it's, right now it's like after 12:30 right now. So, it is bright out here in general, but there is nothing but a blanket of clouds. So it might most likely rain pretty soon. Not really any kind of plans today. Let's see. No, this day's only the 11th anyway, so not really. You know, it's just the first day. I probably, you know, just sit around with my dad, watch a little bit of movies. I brought some movies with me. I mean, some movies that was given to me, and usually I buy out these old movies from different people, and I only pay like $1 or $2 because they're scratched and they're old, you know. Anything from like 80s, 90s, you might get $1. Anything from 90s to 2000, 2005 or whatever, you know, you may get $2. It all depends on the quality of the disc itself to see if, let's see now. Well, yeah, it's just the quality, you know. If the case itself is good, if it's scratched or, you know, dented, or, you know, the little plastic ripped off of it, paper itself is racked by wire damage or whatever. And then as for the disc, you know, it's got any scratches and how old it is and what kind of movie it is. So I might only pay about like $1 or $2. And, you know, anything that's even newer between 2005 and 2015, maybe, if it depends on what it is, you know. If it's not really anything spectacular kind of movie, I'll pay maybe $3. And then if it's a good movie and it's, you know, it's probably going to be a seller, well, I'll pay maybe up to $5. Me, I buy my movies cheap, even if it's, you know. It also depends it also depends on if it's been burnt too. I'm only going to pay $1 for burnt, no matter what kind of year it is. I mean, if it's older, you know, it's $1. Something, you know, I was buying it for like 50 cents. You know, you're getting a copy of, you know, of an original movie, no matter how you got that copy. You know, just buying it alone is a bad thing, but, you know, it's only for me, and, you know, it's for my house, and, you know, I'll watch various movies. Paying maybe $1.50, $2. That's, you know, that's very iffy on that. I'm not too sure if I'll pay that much money on that too. As you can see, I'm on another trailer right now. This is another trailer that got it before the other one, and it got it like maybe 6 months, 8 months before the other one. So this is also work in progress too. Nice bare floors. The ceiling doesn't look that bad. Everything looks in good condition. This one's, the corners on that side looks better than the corners on that side of the other trailer. These corners aren't that bad too. And these 4 corners are better than those 4 corners in that one there. And if you can see the shelving behind me, I guess it used to be like a storage trailer or something like that. And there's no door on this thing. I mean, it was sitting over there. It's like, why is there no door in this? So it got snow in here and rain and probably some animals going in and out checking things out. Other than that, I don't think there was any animals before. I don't really know the history on this. I just know it's here, and there's a work in progress on this too. As for, I don't know, these shelving things probably get taken out somehow. I don't know. I know that we need to get that out of there to get the drywall on the back of that, and, you know, make it more better anyway. My dad wants to do some kind of lift up this floor and see how the tin is underneath. I mean, it's just a floor just put down. I mean, looks like we can zip off all the screws and then slowly check it all out. But we got to get this thing out of here first, the shelving. After we lift this up and then check that tin out and to see what kind of space we have to put some insulation in. But we'll probably, he's thinking about putting some insulation underneath here, underneath this wood. And then from there put some kind of like a styrofoam on top of this, and then try out the laminate floor on top of that. You'll probably have a better like a warmer, you know, like hold the heat better. As well, these walls, you know, these walls are, you know, they're just paneling. I mean, no problem, rip them out, but it's not bad the way it is. I mean, do some drywall here and there, some thin drywall, and, you know, maybe, actually no, we'll probably put the paneling on top of that and then some drywall and stuff like that, but there's a lot of little weird reinforcements here and there. But, thinking about he taking out these panelings anyway and putting insulation there, and he's got some insulation that's left over from when he got his roof done. It's not the blue, it's not the, like a brownish gray. I don't think it's a pink, I think it's a yellow. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a pink though. But if it's like the bluish gray, I don't know what kind of, grayish yellow or something like that, I don't know. It's not blue anyway. So the beigeish yellow or grayish yellow or whatever it is might be. Or it might be just yellow. And I know it's not pink. But anyway, so that's going to be going in these little gaps here. I don't know if you guys can see that behind me, but there's little sections you can put the insulation in. And what he wants to do, I mean, if he had the money for it, to do the spray foam, and that gets right into all the little gaps and not have to worry about any kind of little wind and bugs and mice getting into different crevices and corners and stuff like that. We're going to, you know, check it inside out. There's some wiring there's been clipped. There's some wire over there's been clipped. Wiring over there has been clipped. There's some wire coming out of the ceiling here. I don't know. I'm not an electrician, and I'm not going to mess around with electricity. I can do insulation. I can do drywall. I can do the seaming and the mud putty, whatever we're going to call that stuff. I can do sanding. I can do the painting, but electricity and plumbing, I'm not going to mess with. Especially electricity. I mean, I've been shocked in my life enough times. You know, I'm not going to go in detail, but I think the worst shock I got probably is when I touched the floor model TV tube. I brushed my leg up, and that thing knocked me to the ground. And I don't know if I was knocked out at all. How long I was out, or even if I was out for like 5 seconds. I don't know. I know that damn thing knocked me on the ass, and I know to watch next time my dad was fixing floor model tables at that time. It was a pretty big shock. I mean, I had like a, not any kind of like a burn mark on my leg, but there was a little bit of bruising anyway from that. Probably because it sent a shock to the muscle. But it was more like the calf, it was like the side of the calf that I brushed the thing. I was, you know, I thought I had no clearance to get around it. My dad's doing stuff in the basement, and as soon as my leg hit that little tube, but I mean, just grazed it. I didn't hit it, just grazed it. It was enough to knock me on the floor. So, I mean, it was unplugged, but it still had a little bit of juice that's still charged on it. Oh, this is good stuff, guys. This is good stuff. Non-alcoholic stuff is good. Yep. Like I said, I don't know what's going on today. You know, I don't know what's really planned. Other than just spend some time with my dad. The grounds are looking pretty good. I mean, pretty soon, probably like a couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I'm probably going to be cut some grass. It's only 11th. I'm probably going to be here till maybe the 15th, and I might be back home because not really anything much going on here. It's just rainy and cold, and I wanted to just come here to, you know, spend some time with my dad. I mean, I really wanted to get out here, make sure that I got my ride for that. You know, today's 11th. You know, there's still 4 more days, and well, I don't know. Not really much to do on the grounds. I mean, being the weather, it's going to be probably rain today. Like I said, just hang out with my dad, and I'll try to be back at the end of this month. You know, I should be having some money, and I told my sister, you know, I'll be back for her birthday. You know, See what's going on. Obviously, they're going to be drinking and whatever, and you know, my dad doesn't drink and I don't drink, and some kind of little party, barbecue or pizza or whatever. I don't know. I think that she's planning this for a bit now, and I think it's going to be a big, big birthday. I was hoping my, you know, last year's birthday for me was going to be big. You know, I tried hard to save money, I lent money to somebody, and didn't get that money back, and I needed money for my birthday, and my birthday was crap. It was just normal, boring thing, you know, ice cream and cake and some barbecue stuff, a few people. I wanted a lot of people, booming sound, you know, cooked up some good barbecue stuff, nice cake, maybe some good stuff, you know, given to me, you know, congratulations in year 8, blah, blah, and 19. It was, you know, it would have been a big birthday, but I don't even care now. After last year, you know, I don't care about celebrating birthday. I wanted to celebrate it because it was a big number. Wow, this trailer does shake when it's sitting like this, eh? Anyway, this trailer here is pretty shaky in the wind. Well, there's not really much here. It's just tin and plywood. Well, I think it's plywood. I don't know what it is. Some kind of plywood or something. It's very thin plywood on there anyway, and just tin. I mean, if the wind were to, you know, pick up really bad, I bet you this would probably push it on its side. It's a high possibility. Anyway, now, so what was I saying? Oh, after last year's birthday, it was just, you know, it was crap. I don't even care about having another birthday. Maybe, and then there are a bunch of years, and I try to have a big party again. I don't know. I was really disappointed in last year's. I thought I had some money, but I lent the money out to somebody else, and I didn't see that money, and I'm very disappointed in last year's birthday. You know, I was going to be planning for something bigger, but I knew that within a week, if I didn't have the money within a week or two, there was no point in telling anybody about anything. I mean, it should have been bigger than it was, you know, last year anyway, because, you know, it being that age and stuff, and they even had like a live band, but, you know, the one live band I did, you know, when I was 20 is, you know, they're not together anymore, and they're, you know, there's not really probably anything to anybody get together for that. Anyway, who cares about that? That's, you know, last year's birthday. Maybe this year's birthday might be something better. I don't know. I don't really care. You know, I'm not going to go out and plan anything and expect, you know, some big results and stuff like that. Just a birthday. I don't care. It's just a birthday. Oh man, oh man. You guys can hear this wind at all? Shaky shades here. I think the shaky shades outside. I think there's supposed to be wind up between those two. There isn't. As you can see, it's wind's picking up. I don't know if you guys can hear this or even see it, but the wind's picking up pretty good. It's after 12, and it's most likely going to rain. It was not bad weather last night. It was kind of a little cold. It'll probably get cold again soon. This morning felt like a -5. While we took a walk outside, still like -5 even in daylight, and you know it got a little colder because it clouded over. Let's see. Not really anything going on in anything around here. I don't know what to really say on that here, guys. Not really much going on, you know. Not really anything at all. Well, this place, you know, looks interesting. But, you know, it's good to see, you know, an actual bare floors and walls and ceiling, and, you know, actually get in here, to do whatever reinforcements you got to do, and you know, improvements to make it, you know, cooler for the summertime but warmer for the winter. I mean, if you're gonna have some people come in and, you know, and stay here, sometimes in the winter if it's too full in the house. Most likely, if they, you know, they're coming here, they're gonna have a vehicle to get out of here. But if they're here and they get snowed in and there's no room in that place, then this is a secondary place. Because the basement, you know, it's not always that warm. I mean, you know, I'm staying in the basement, you know, having the first night, it's not bad. I mean, I had some alright sleep. Except for, you know, the furnace turning on, the pump for the water turning on, and, you know, people don't have soft feet, you know, thumping around up on stairs and stuff. You know, it's not really that quiet. I don't know. My camera's still on? Okay. Making sure my camera's still on. I can't see behind it right now. It's just right by the door. And there's a hound dog out there someplace. Somebody's probably going up for hunting. It's still kind of cold yet, but if they're shooting our shooting our turkeys. I don't really say it's per se it's our turkeys, but we have some turkeys on the family's property. We throw some bread out for them, and, you know, it also attracts the raccoons too. But some of the people, not back here, but, you know, some close to the road, there's a guy that shoots their damn turkeys and the raccoons. And there's also, you know, young deers they've been shooting at. I don't know why. They're not you know, prize-winning bucks, and, you know, it's not going to feed at least a family of at least 3 families. Because, you know, today a lot of people don't really eat how much, you know, deer, because there's not much deer out there left. But you know, if you're gonna shoot a deer and, you know, just for sport and leave it to die, there's a lot of things that we use on the deer. I mean, we probably use just about everything on the deer. You know, the meat, you know, the antlers, you know, the head is a trophy, or I don't know. I don't know if anybody does that anymore, but I know that, you know, people are not, that I know, they're not that wasteful. But there's people that are kind of crooked and just want to shoot them just because it's fun, you know. And just leave the damn thing to sit there and rot. Such wasteful meat. And, you know, this time right now, it's being a little bit warm and cold. I mean, it's warm yesterday, cold today. If it's not freezing cold, then I just got a text from my cousin. What was I going to say now? Yeah, well, people that use, that shoot animals and stuff like that, and they don't want to use their fur and their meat and, you know, whatever, you know, from the animal, why hunt them, you know? Pretty soon we're going to be out of deer. I mean, we haven't really seen much deer. We haven't seen deer for a while, and then we started seeing deer the past 3 to 5 years, and they were the long-tailed deers, and mostly just females. I think we've seen only three females in the past, you know, 3 to 5 years. We haven't seen it this year, and, you know, we've been hearing people there in the woods there with their shotguns and shooting at whatever. And they're probably shooting at the deer and the raccoons, and, you know, there's also coyotes and foxes and wolves and whatever, I guess. There's somebody shooting at something. Sometimes it's just shooting at, you know, targets and, you know, just for practice stuff. I don't really practice bow. I mean, but anyway, you know, I'm just disappointed in people, you know, at shooting the deers, and it's the wrong kind of season for that. I don't know. Should have been really colder, more colder in the winter. I mean, I guess that's why, so your meat doesn't spoil and stuff like that. But we heard some kind of bang last night. That's why I'm talking about it, because it sounded like somebody close by shooting off a shotgun, and You know, my neighbors were looking out the door and wondering where that came from, and we were looking out there. And from when we were in the house, it sounded like a shotgun sound, but it was more on the other side, closer to the creek. My dad calls it the creek. And there is geese over there, but you know, you shouldn't be you can't hunt geese. But it's a high chance people are shooting geese over there, and that, you know, that's disappointing. And you know, I don't know. I haven't really been hunting for anything in my life for a long time. It's been more than 20 years, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know more to say on that. Anyway, as I was saying the other day, I've seen some hawks out, and I don't see any hawks today. That's another thing too. There's even people shooting the hawks, and then they, on the corners of the property, they would just leave the carcass there, not to harvest for its feathers or meat or anything. They just shoot hawks just for sport, and that pisses me off too. There's not many hawks. Some cities you see about a hawk or two. The one city I'm sitting in, I see about 5 hawks. When I was driving to the parks over there, and then there's certain nests. It's kind of in a tree. The tree got knocked down. The nest is still in the tree. I guess somehow the hawk still made a life out of that. But the trees are really close to the ground, and then when I was riding down the trail, and then not too far away, maybe about 20 to 30 feet away, the hawk came out and then out of the bush there and took a fly around. And then after I left the area, the hawk came back down to where it was. I figured it'd be a nest. Let's see now. So there's some hawks in the cities and stuff like that, and like I was saying, it's really disappointing to people shooting animals and just leave them in the carcass there and let them rattle away. It's kind of really disappointing. And it's against the law to shoot the hawks now. I mean, even just to have the feathers. I mean, if the hawk were to die for some kind of natural causes, and you can prove that, then you could probably use the feathers for certain things. But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up. If you guys do like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. It's right down here. The subscribe button's over here. The likes button over there. On this video itself, there's a watermark. You can click that for the subscription. You may share this video on your channel if you like. Might be for you, might be for me. Please do tell your friends and family about me. I hope you all like this video, no matter how many days. Hope you all have a nice day, it's morning, evening, night. But until next time, I will see you.